Yo, what's going on guys, it's Scott here, and today we're going to talk about why the Lakers don't need to make trades this season. There's been plenty of trade rumors around the Lakers ever since the start of the season. There's always going to be that Anthony Davis rumor, at least until he decides his future, but as far as making standard tweaks to the roster, there really isn't much the Lakers can do. One of the main areas where the Lakers want to improve is shooting, and not just from 3, but the free throw line as well. The Lakers are 17th in the league in 3-point percentage at 35%, and last in the league in free throw percentage at 69%. Now it is possible that 3-point percentage and free throw percentage are not directly correlated, as LeBron James has been one of the Lakers' most consistent 3-point shooters at 36%, but from the free throw line is shooting below the team average at 68%. KCP, who was a pretty good 3-point shooter last season, has only hit 35% of them this season, but is by far the Lakers' best free throw shooter at 89%. The goal for the Lakers to solve this problem would be to trade for a consistent 3-point shooter who can also be a good free throw shooter. Of course, a lot of sharpshooters in the league are not really getting to the free throw line that often, but for technicals and over the course of a playoff series, their percentages can be valuable. The problem for the Lakers is this type of player has already passed multiple times. Kyle Korver was the first one the Lakers would have traded for, as he's one of the best shooters of all time. Of course, there was also the case that Korver doesn't provide enough defensively, and the Lakers have built their identity on their defense, but considering how good of a shooter he is, his defense is something they could live with. The deal the Cavs took for Korver was 2 second-round picks and Alec Burks from the Jazz. Another player that the Lakers were clearly looking to get was Trevor Ariza, who's a pretty good 3-point shooter and free throw shooter that also provides defense. The issue with trading for him was that the Suns were asking for one of the Lakers' key young players, which the Lakers obviously were never going to do for a 33-year-old rental. The Lakers were instead trying to send KCP, who was never going to waive his no-trade clause, to go to the Suns to begin with. The Suns decided on taking Kelly Oubre and Austin Rivers from the Wizards, and Rivers was later waived after the deal was completed. Now there are many other players out there the Lakers can trade for that may not be the prototypical shooter like Korver, or the defensive specialist like Ariza, but the issue is a lot of other teams are looking for the exact same thing as the Lakers. Those teams are not as stagnant with their cap as the Lakers are right now, and would be more willing to take in salaries beyond this season. Placing that with the competitiveness of the market makes it very difficult for the Lakers to get anything done, and that's why it's unlikely that they make any trades. There's always a possibility of a trade, but the cap gymnastics need to be worked out, and KCP is really the only player on a 1-year deal that holds any value to teams in a trade. Considering his value to other teams, he should be someone the Lakers want to keep, because he's one of the few players that is actually making shots while still playing solid on defense. Unless the Lakers can get an upgrade over him like Ariza, there's not many players the Lakers can target. One player the Lakers could add without trading KCP would be Justin Holiday from the Bulls, who has an expiring contract and is only on $4.4 million. That deal is within range of Michael Beasley's $3.5 million, and would only take a draft pick or two to sweeten the deal. The Lakers were hesitant to include their first-round pick in a deal for Trevor Ariza, so they probably would only be willing to send second-round picks. If that's all the Lakers are willing to offer the Bulls, there has to be other teams like the Sixers or Rockets that would give up even more to add a 3-point shooting wing. It all depends on the Lakers' willingness to give up future assets to improve this season, and from all we've heard, that doesn't seem to be the case. Even if it's a challenge for the Lakers to make a trade considering their desire for cap flexibility, it might not even be worth it for the sole reason that they don't need to. They seem to have found chemistry much quicker than expected, and are sitting 5th place in one of the most competitive Western Conferences we've ever seen. Even though they might be lacking shooters, all other areas where they have improved from the start of the season till now are not worth messing up just for the slight boost to their shooting percentages. The Lakers were 23rd in defense during October and are 9th in December. They were not rebounding well in October as they are 21st in rebound percentage, but in December they're 13th. They should always be looking to improve their roster, but considering the progress they've made in just 2 months, they really don't need to make any changes. And for all the people salivating over Anthony Davis, it makes even more sense not to make a trade for minor upgrades, because they need to retain as many assets as possible to get him. It overall doesn't make sense financially or for their chemistry, which is why the Lakers don't need to make trades this season. That's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more Lakers content like this, then make sure you subscribe, and drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching.